이젠 버틸 수가 없는 걸.
Nice, sounds really good. There's just a little bit of an interesting resonance he's getting out of his voice that wasn't there in the original. It's kind of like going back further in his throat with a little bit of tension. Thank you to everyone who has requested Stigma by BTS.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me. 숨겨왔어, tell you something. 그저 묻어두긴.
Alright, so very nice. I really like the staccato feel to it. Da, 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 da. That's called staccato, where you're kind of breaking it up. Instead of singing da, 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 da. That would be legato. It's going da, 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 da. That's called staccato. Broken up short pieces as opposed to smooth and connected.
이젠 버틸 수가 없는 걸. 왜 그때 말 못했는지.
Alright, so everything here is really in a breathy tone. I really liked how he slipped up into falsetto there, just allowing it to be very free, very breathy, very kind of like as if you're kind of whispering it into the listener's ear. Nice, so I really like that. It's got a very nice, relaxed, and present feel to that sound. And so he's actually starting off a little bit heavier and then going up into his falsetto. So if you listen to cry, he uses a lot of to, that's more intense, cry. And then he loosens up and allows it to go up into his falsetto there. Alright, so this is a very syncopated chorus. If you notice the way that it's kind of like da 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 da. That's got a syncopated rhythm to it, which I really like. He's using his staccato vocals to emphasize the rhythm of the song, which is very nice. Alright, so there he took it from a falsetto tone and came down into his chest register. And so being able to do that smoothly is one of the key elements to being a great singer. This is something that I actually teach in my singing course. The course is called Transform Your Voice. I'll leave a link down below so you guys can go check it out. And it teaches you all the fundamentals here. A lot of the things that we're talking about that he's got going on in his voice is a lot of things that you're taught in that course. Okay, so there he's going more into a head voice tone. Head voice has more of that closed chord positions. You'll hear it very clearly when you get a ooh. It's more closed, there's not as much air, whereas ooh, it's more of a falsetto type tone. So you kind of get the difference of ooh, closed chord position that's going on there. It's very interesting also because it's more of an upbeat song, definitely not like one of the down-tempo, not completely down-tempo. And I'm reading the lyrics here and they're pretty negative lyrics. Like this sounds like one of the songs that would definitely be more of a sadder song. But that's not the feel that's given in the song, like not the emotion that's being portrayed. So it's very interesting. Some songs they'll go with the lyrical content will match the mood of the song. But this song is using kind of, the lyrical content is not matching the mood of the song and that feel of the emotion there.
I'm sorry, my brother. 숨겨도 감춰도 지워지지 않아. Are you calling me a sinner? 무슨 말이 더 있겠어?
I really like his speaking voice there. Much deeper than I thought it would be. Whoever just sang those high notes was doing a really good job. That sounded really good. Now let's take a look at the live version. Wow, I love how the hush falls on the crowd there.
이젠 버틸 수가 없는 걸.
Nice, sounds really good. There's just a little bit of an interesting resonance he's getting out of his voice that wasn't there in the original. It's kind of like going back further in his throat with a little bit of tension, just a little bit of tension. But by and large, this sounds, everything's on pitch. It sounds really good.
Don't cry. 널 지켜주지 못해서.
Okay, so there in the original he went much more falsetto, whereas here he's keeping it a lot more connected and is not letting it go completely to falsetto.
가슴만 아파져. 주로 다시 맞아. 연락하기만 했던 너.
So it seems a little bit like he's shy from the crowd. I mean, I'm sure he's not. Maybe he's just doing it for effect. But usually, you know, the performer would be facing the crowd. Here he's very much turned away. And maybe he's doing it for dramatic effect now to be able to turn towards them. Wow, look at that crowd.
울고 tell me something. 연기 없던 내게.
Okay, so that was really good, except for the first note. He didn't fully release the falsetto if you listen again. Yura just caught a little bit there. That was just the vocal cords not fully opening and allowing the breath to come out. If you just let it flow a little bit more, that would have been totally released. And he pulled it together here.
가슴만 아파져. 주로 다시 맞아. 연락하기만 했던 너.
Okay, so just look at his face while he's singing this. So it's totally relaxed. That's the way you want to be. I mean, at the end of the day, you can always change your face the way you want it to, right? If you want to show the emotion of the song, you can do it like that. You can smile into the notes once you have it totally relaxed like that. So that is kind of the first step to being able to sing freely, is to know you have a face that could be totally relaxed and still sing all the notes, no problem.
I'm sorry, my brother. 숨겨도 감춰도 지워지지. Are you calling me a sinner? 무슨 말이 더 있겠어?
So definitely there, leaning into his full voice, one of the first times in the song where he's going up into his high range in full voice.
숨겨도 감춰도 지워지지 않아. So cry, please turn my eyes.
Very well done. I heard that in the original, and that sounds almost exactly the same as the original. That was very good.